Hello, my name is Steve and Murray of Murray Family Farms. We have a farm in the southern San Joaquin Valley in the Bakersfield area. We grow cherries, have agritourism. We're growing a bunch of experimental varieties of grapery. My family started growing early low-chill cherries, and we were a pioneer in the early cherry industry. And in 1991, the number 2 cherries that we would receive from the packing house that normally we'd get just nothing for, we started bringing them to farmers markets. And my parents would bring me as a baby to the farmers markets, and then I would go around and try to get rare and exotic fruits and stuff from the neighbors, and that's really my introduction into all this fruit was when I was about 4 years old. Originally, the county said you couldn't grow cherries in Kern County. And we were one of the very first farms in Kern County to start growing cherries as a commercial crop. Since I've graduated from school, I've been really pushing the direct farm marketing aspect of it. And I've tripled the farmers market sales over the last 3 years since where it was initially flat. And a lot of that growth has been by investigating very unusual crops, planting them and having it as something to attract people to our stand. And we've been having continuous growth, and I see continuous growth in the future. With the direct farm marketing, which is a bit of a different topic, one of the big things is that when you sell things to the packing house, which is what we do with the majority of our fruit, goes to Prima Fruta, and we grow the Sequoia series, which goes to Warmerdam. One of the things is you're not paid immediately. You have to wait until you get your payments from the packing house. But what I do is all cash, and I'm able to cash flow the business so that as soon as we have people picking commercial quantities, I'm getting cash in that same day. And we've been able to just really pay for everything as it happens, as opposed to having to take out we still take out a harvest loan, but we're in a much safer place. Well, one of the big things is it's a very different system in that your goal is to have the fruit there as long as possible. So instead of having one big pick where you handle as much stuff as possible, I want to have it so that I can provide for as many weeks as possible to stretch it out, because each week I'm going to make a similar quantity of income. So, planting early, mid-season, and late varieties. But it also means that we have a much higher labor cost. Well, we're growing cherries across the street from citrus. So it's one of the only places where you're going to see oranges, and then right next to it are cherries. As far as chilling, we get about 4/5 of what we need. So we use a lot of cultural practices to increase our chilling, overhead watering systems, we paint our trees, and we use a series of in-house programs that allow us to get more chilling than other trees in the neighborhood. And if it weren't for all of these practices, especially with a low chill year like this season, it might not be feasible to grow all these crops. For this year, for example, last summer was our hottest summer we've ever had. We had 78 days above 100 degrees, which was a record breaker. And we're still able to grow cherries even with that much heat. Labor is and continues to be a really tough issue, and we're lucky we have populations near us. So even though we are in a rural area, I live on the intersection of 2 dirt roads, we still have Bakersfield, which has 400,000, and Arvin, which has 16,000. So we are able to get crews in during the cherry harvest. But as time goes on, I see that becoming harder and harder in the future. Well, a couple things. One thing as far as education is there's a lot of power in the community college. I went to Bakersfield College before going to Cal Poly Pomona, and it's really, I felt that it was a really great experience for me because I learned a lot of hands-on experience doing that. The other thing is, with a new grower entering the industry, a lot of it, is you find a niche that there's an opening in the market that you can get into. I have friends that they're growing microgreens and other things, and if you can find a niche that's suitable for you, that's a good way. But also at the same token, a lot of the people that are farmers now are baby boomers, and a lot of people want to retire, and this is the time that there's going to be more openings in the near future than there has been, because there isn't really a bunch of people replacing them all.